Okay, so first let's get started today planting some different crops here. Ground cherries, my first time. Tomatoes, a couple of different types of kale, some lettuce, some cilantro, basil, dill, and parsley. We're going to prep some potatoes to put in the ground, some eggplant, and some hot chili peppers. I know it's a lot, but it's that time of the year. So first we're going to get started with the eggplant. So these are some eggplant that I got from Baker Creek, one of my favorite catalogs. They're small. They're about the size of a cherry tomato. So that should be very interesting. We're also going to do some red eggplant, a little bit more bitter. They look like tomatoes, and they're about the size of a tomato. And two types of hot pepper. So that's Thai red chili and another one, dill. And Baker Creek sent me these for my online order. As you can see, they're all from Baker Creek. So let's get started. So the first one we're going to put in are these lavender eggplants. These seeds they're small. They kind of look like a tomato seed, if you can see down in there. I'm just going to poke one into the first 3 holes here. Then I'm going to do these next set of eggplant seeds. They're small also. They kind of remind me of a tomato seed also. And then I'm going to do the 2 peppers. This red pepper, and these are both very hot. I'm gonna try to make some hot sauce with these 2, and they'll each have 1 plant each, 3 of each that I'll do. So I'm going to drop those seeds down in there, and I'll be back. Okay, I got these all planted. I covered them up with just a little bit of potting soil, and now I'm going to spray the tops. And like I said, all of these are watered from the bottom. All of the soil has been pre-soaked, and these have a similar germination rate, and that's why I planted them all together, which is between 10 and 20 days. So they should be coming up right about around the same time, unless we're lucky. Okay, in our next planter, we're going to do the ground cherry, the spoon tomatoes. I've never did these before, but they look interesting. They're so cute. They fit right on 1 spoon, and these were sent to me compliments of Baker's Creek also. And we're also going to do something called Tiny Tim tomatoes. So they're tiny little plants that can grow like in a like a 10-inch pot. So we're going to put those right in here. I'm going to do 6 ground cherries, 3 tiny Tims, and 2 spoon tomatoes. Okay, and I've just completed this planter, and the process is pretty simple. It's the same actually for all of them. I'm just dropping seeds down in the little holes that I made in the pre-moistened soil. I'm covering them up, and then I'm spraying the top. And like I said, the bottoms are already pre-watered. So next I'm going to do 2 types of kale and 2 types of lettuce. So I'm all done planting my greens. I have some kale here, this Tom Thumb lettuce, some little gem lettuce, and some black magic kale. And I'm just going to cover them all up. And they all have the same germination habits, so they should come up around the same time. They were watered from the bottom also, and they're getting a good spray on top. And hopefully we'll see these in about 5 days like the other brassicas, but we'll see. Next I'm going to do, like I said, the herb garden, the cilantro, basil, dill, and parsley. They all have the same germination schedule. They take a little longer, and that's why they're being planted together. Okay, so finally, this is our herb garden. Some parsley, dill, cilantro, and sweet basil. Now, I've had these seeds for a long time, and I'll be very interested to see if they even germinate. And so I'm going to just cover them. They all go at 1/2 of an inch deep. And we'll see how things work out for them. And if they don't come up, we'll just do some more. No big deal. That's the fun of it. I'm just spraying them lightly. Of course, they were watered from the bottom. Now, these take 10 to 20 days to come up. So we won't know how good these seeds are for quite some time. But if not, it's okay. We will plant some more. Okay, so now since they're all planted, I'm just going to cover each one of them up with one of our pre-lit greenhouse covers. And I got these from Amazon. Much nicer than the ones I used yesterday. They came from Temu. They're a lot sturdier. They light up. They all light up as well, but these are much nicer. So I'm just going to cover these up. It's nice because you can cover them up individually because they all have the same germination rate, but they're still much nicer, a whole lot more sturdier. Okay, I'm just going to get the last two on, and then I want to talk a little bit about potatoes. Okay, this one is on, and just one more. Okay, one. Oh yeah, and then I just need to turn them on. But I think this is really nice. I think all of these little garden hacks and greenhouse things that they're making these days are really nice. Very convenient. Okay, so this is what it'll be until each one of them start coming up. Let's see. Bright light. Now I want to talk about my potatoes. You see, they're all starting to sprout. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to plant them whole like this or cut them, let them heal, and then plant them tomorrow. So I decided to go ahead and cut them. So they all have a good number of eyes on them for me to do my cutting. So what I'll try to do is get maybe 2 eyes per cut. Okay, so I'm gonna get my knife here. Okay, so for instance, like this one, it has several eyes, so I'm just going to cut it straight down the middle, just like that. I'm going to cut them all like this, and then I'm going to let them scab over. I'll show you after they scab over, maybe in a day or so, to show you what they look like, and then we'll plant. So I'm just going to put them back in the box and let them scab over. And then I'll show you what they all look like when I get it done. So I've cut all of my potatoes in half. I'm going to wait for this part right here to heal, just like scab over, like when you have a cut or something, and then we'll plant them in a day or so. Also, I want to give a brief update on these collards I planted about a week ago. They're looking good. Some of them are starting to get an additional leaf on them, like this one. So I'm definitely going to be thinning these out soon. These Brussels sprouts are looking pretty good. More and more coming up each day. And also the broccoli. Those are growing more and more each day. I still have no germination on my tomatoes, but I'm hopeful that they will come up soon. If not, we'll just plant more. The same with the pepper here, but they can take up to 15 days. And also, these are the ones that we just planted yesterday. So I look forward to seeing how those grow as well. All right, you guys take care. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them below in the comment section.